Shai. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. May Yahweh Shai Shai's peace be bestowed unto you, hopefully elect. I'm your brother Yahweh from Great Millstone, Orlando. I'm just back here with an article that was posted in the chat. This is off of balleralert.com. And it says, Trump just reposted a martial law message and people are sounding the alarm. It goes on to read, Trump reposted a message comparing sanctuary city mayors to Civil War insurrectionists and called for military action. So, with that being said, this is why I titled this the way that I titled it, because through the power of Yahweh Shemel Shai on the left hand, and ultimately Yahweh Shemel Shai is making moves, and using Trump to Trump man, and again that's why I titled this the way that I titled it. All right, because Lord willing, this guy doesn't take his foot off the gas pedal. All right. Let me read this real quick in Ecclesiasticus, because like it tells you in Ecclesiasticus, speaking of who will be their charmer when he's bit, all those that put their trust in the serpent, and then you wonder why he turns around and strikes you, he bites you. All right. Hey, don't expect no one to feel bad for you. And even these Trump supporters, they're starting to see and realize that this devil is who he is, the devil. So even a lot of Trump supporters, they're turning their back on Trump. So it's beautiful to see. Ecclesiasticus 14:7, and if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly. And at the last, he will declare his wickedness. So more and more, Trump specifically, he's showing his true colors. He's showing his horns. This man is talking all type of shit, putting all type of laws into place to basically set himself up for victory, to make it about him. Getting rid of or he's putting things into place to where he's getting rid of certain of these workers. All right, basically people. I forget the term for it, but basically these people that are not for Trump, and he's setting it up to where basically he wants to put Trump supporters in certain of these positions and certain of these jobs. So like I said, just the fact Trump, he's setting it up, he's setting everything up, making it one-sided, and again, people more and more seeing the devil for who he is. All right, and we love to see it. All right. That was a point there. It says, because the point being, and at the last he will declare his wickedness. So again, more and more people are starting to see the devil for what and who he is. All right, Trump, more and more he's showing his true colors. All right. There's again a lot of people that voted for him. They're having second thoughts. This man is making all type of moves, and again, that's why I titled this the way that I titled it. Lord willing, this devil doesn't take his foot off the gas pedal. All right, we're cheering Trump on. Keep on doing what you're doing, man. But going back to this article, it says on July 30th, 2025, which was yesterday, Trump reposted a controversial message on Truth Social that's already sending shockwaves through political and media circles. Post originally shared by the username Extremely Stable Genius features a black and white image of Abraham Lincoln, along with the caption comparing modern-day sanctuary city mayors to Southern governors who rebelled during the Civil War. It goes further, suggesting that President Trump should declare martial law, arrest mayors, appoint military governors, and restore the rule of law, just like Lincoln did. So, as most of us believe, Because all signs, the Lord willing, this is the case, but all signs are pointing to Trump being this cruel Lord that the scriptures speak about. All right. It says Trump reshared the post without adding a caption of his own, but the endorsement of the message by reposting it is being viewed by many as a serious escalation in rhetoric against cities that refuse to cooperate with federal immigration enforcement. Threatening to cut funding off for certain states that basically are against Trump. Just a tyrant. It says critics are raising alarms over the use of Civil War era imagery and calls for military-style governance, especially during a politically sensitive time. The repost, dated 7:01 a.m. on July 30th, has already garnered thousands of likes and retweets on the platform. So this guy's calling for, or he's giving the impression for military rule, man. And just start from the apostles of Great Millstone, and the bishops and the men on down. All right, because more and more, hey, you heard it from the prophets first. When our apostles and bishops, when they were on the scene, going into martial law and things of that nature, all right, years ago, it sounded crazy. It sounded far-fetched, but the so-called conspiracy theories, which more and more these conspiracy theories are turning out to be conspiracy facts, right? Look at the whole argument about concentration camps, all right? The whole speaking point was shunned upon. It was looked down upon. Again, our apostles and bishops, they were called crazy, all right, nut jobs. But all these things, more and more, they're coming to pass, all right. And it's going to hit hard for these Americans because they're used to being living good, living comfortably. They can't even fathom the idea of martial law. They can't fathom the idea of their comforts being stripped, because this is supposed to be Babylon the Great, right? Good old America, right? The great empire, the great Babylon the Great, right? But little do these people know, all right? One day we're going to wake up and things are going to be totally different, all right? The way of living is going to be different, all right? We keep talking about a dystopian future, dystopian environment that's getting ready to engulf all of America, all right? It's getting ready to be real dystopian, all right? And again, you simple Americans, and that's why it tells you in 2 Ezra 15, because of pride, the cities are in trouble. America's in trouble. You people are in trouble because you think that these things are martial law, man. That's only in the movies. Well, all right, keep being in La La Land. But whether you want to believe it or not, martial law is prophesied in the Bible. All right, there is coming another civil war. All right. So that was it on that. I thought they would have the image here, but they don't have it. But yeah, just a simple fact that Trump reposted this and what he's insinuating. All right, people are getting nervous, and as I always say, people should be nervous. All right, you should be nervous. All right, so I'm gonna go to this. What is that at? Isaiah. Isaiah 13. Isaiah Isaiah 13, and I'm gonna start at 6. Howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt, and they shall be afraid. Pains and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. And why is that? Because damn, those guys on the street corners, damn, we made fun of them, we talked shit, we called the cops on them, right? And all the shit talking, all the scoffing and scoring and so on and so forth. You shun the men of the Lord for presenting the message, right? But real soon, hey, you're gonna be in a pitiful case, all right? Because in that day, like I said, don't expect sympathy from the men of the Lord, all right? Because all we're gonna tell you is, hey, we told you so. It said their faces shall be as flames. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. So you see, because ultimately going into the missiles, all right, which is another thing that's looked down upon, all right, it's shunned, all right. Thermonuclear missiles, there will be a nuclear fallout, all right. That's another thing people they scoff at, all right. Shit talk, but it's all right. It's all right. People think that these missiles, all these nations are doing these military drills, stacking up the missiles, and so on and so forth. You people think that is all these things are just for no reason, as if those missiles are just going to be put in a museum somewhere to never be used. But you're sadly mistaken. All right, you're horribly mistaken. All right. Read verse 10. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened, and is going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. So the sun and the moon, it can represent several things. All right. But basically in that day, hey, when it's all said and done, because the sun and the moon, one of the things they could represent is wisdom, knowledge, understanding. And when you people are running around like a chicken with its head cut off, hey, again, don't expect sympathy from the men of the Lord. All right, people, y'all can talk shit now. You can scoff now while you're sitting behind your laptop screens, right? I'll grab this real quick because there's a lot of this going on right now. A lot of this going on. And all you people, these martial law troops are patrolling your streets, kicking in your door, because again, martial law is going to come here to America, whether they want to believe it or not. Something's going to happen, because reading that article, it just goes to show you how anything can happen at any moment. Anything can happen. I got one more, but before that, I'm gonna grab this in Habakkuk, because there's a lot of this going on right now. Right, Haggai chapter 1 and verse 4. Because Slaki, real quick, another brother posted in the chat not too long ago. Going into what's this guy's name? David. I think he passed away back in 2019 or 2020. But it's obvious that he was taken out because he was a whistleblower. He was bringing out certain information. What's this guy's name? David Goldberg. One of his basically his final message, I think they call it, final warnings or something like that. He was going into the whole project, project I think it's Pogo, Project Pogo, if I'm not mistaken, as well as the project Cypher, if I'm not mistaken, right? Basically, that Project Pogo going into, just basically, because you got a lot of these guys on YouTube, man. They're set up, and we know they're set up because we speak on certain of these things, and our videos get taken down. But these guys, they speak on the same subject, and their videos don't get taken down. These guys are set up, and a part of that whole project Pogo going into, because you see with the elites, they're collecting data, all right, they're collecting information. And everyone that's watching these videos, all right, liking the videos, right, he's collecting all this data, right, and pretty much that Project Cypher going into when they execute, because he was going into in that video, that message, that final warning, he was going into, something's going to happen to where it can play out a number of ways, all right? It can play out a number of ways, because there's a lot of people that need to be offed, going back to the whole Georgia Guidestones, maintaining humanity under 500 million, but there's too many people to delete. So, Esau being the sly, slick, cunning, conniving devil that he is, all right, this is a part of what the whole agenda, dealing with 2020, 2020, all right. Lucky I got a lot of distractions around me, but getting rid of basically just getting rid of a lot of people. Like I said, the elites, man, they want to get rid of a lot of people, all right. And a part of that Project Cypher is like I said, something's going to happen to where, and it can happen in a number of ways. How they can do it in the form of a blackout, all right, a series of blackouts, right, which will create a purge-like setting, all right. It can play out a number of ways, and in that process, while the lights are out, however they play it out, however they do it, this is because what people don't understand right now, there's this war on the truth, the war on information, because again, the cat is out the bag, all right. And that's actually part of what this guy, what's his name, David Goldberg, this is a part of what he was going into. Too many people are waking up to the truth, and obviously the elites don't like that. All right, so they got to make moves, man. They got to make them move soon, and this is why we see things happening at such a quick rate, all right, such a rapid rate. Revelation 12:12, the devil coming down with that great wrath, and again, Lord willing, Trump has got to do it. Again, hey, Lord willing, this guy Trump doesn't take his foot off the gas pedal. All right, right under people's noses. This guy's putting all type of laws into place. All right, more and more he's setting the stage. All right, and all you people got to do is just talk shit against the messenger. All right, against the message, and that's why you're gonna get caught in when the gates of hell open up. You people are going to get caught. All right, you people are going to get swept away. When the floods come, you people are going to get swept away. All right, that's why I want to read this real quick. And what was that? Haggai. Because it's all fun and games now, right? You can talk shit now, right? Haggai 1:4. Because again, there's a whole lot of this going on within the Hebrew Israelite community, outside of the community, right? Just people in general. You talk shit behind your keyboards, right? You're sitting in your AC, comfortable as hell. None of you people go out to the highways and byways. You ain't teaching, you ain't doing nothing. And all you're doing is again, sit behind the screen, talking shit, eating hot Cheetos, right? Eating your zebra cakes, drinking your Mountain Dew, right? That's why Haggai 1 and 4 says, "Is it time for you, O ye, to dwell in your sealed houses? In this house lie waste." So you see, you people hate the message so much. Here it is. Brothers are putting their life on the line, their health on the line, presenting their bodies a living sacrifice. All right, to tell you that the train is coming. All right, and all you people do is talk shit. You're comfortable again in your sealed houses. You got your AC running, right? Eating your Twinkies, drinking your Mountain Dew. All right, and so on and so forth. All you people got to do is talk shit. Wait, when that time comes, all right, when that day comes, all right, and the martial law troops come kicking in your door, it won't be fun. It wont be fun and games then. That's why, like I read earlier, people are gonna be looking at one another like, damn, those people were right. Damn, they were telling the truth. But hey, by then it's gonna be too late. All right, I'm gonna grab this. And that's what's cold about it, that's what's cold about Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, who the world ignorantly calls God and Jesus. All right, the true names are Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. They don't give a damn about how you feel. All right, one way or the other, the Lord's word is going to come to pass. One way or the other. It's like a lot of people, and this is another major stumbling block in Israel. All right, and Trump is setting the stage for that now. He's setting the stage for that likewise. All right, as far as the Revelation 13, 16, 17, the MOTB, the RFID, microchip. All right, that's a major stumbling block, right? But what's cool about it is, hey, whether you believe it or not, everyone's going to be forced to make a decision and taking it or not. That's what's cool about it. Whether you believe it's what has been taught by our apostles and bishops, whether you believe it or not, everyone's going to be forced to make a decision. You're not going to be forced to take it, but everyone's going to be forced to make a decision, whether you believe or not. So that's what's cool about Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, he doesn't give a damn about none of you people, your opinions, how you feel about it. All right, one way or the other, the Lord's words are going to come to pass. All right, so you can talk shit now. All right, sit behind your screen, talk shit now. All right, whatever the case may be. Hey, at the end of the day, we don't lose sleep. All right, you people and your lack of faith, it doesn't affect us. All right, we don't lose sleep. All right, and as I read earlier, hey, all you people are going to die in your sins. You're going to die in your iniquities. So better you than me. All right. Isaiah 44. Matter of fact, let's start at verse 25. That frustrated the tokens of the liars. And I touched on this maybe the other week or so. Those tokens going into those signs, those wonders, that ensign, that banner. All right, the wonders. And part of that wonder, those signs is the end of the Lord being raised up, calling this devil out. All right. Truth is out there. All right. I'm going to go to this real quick. Isaiah 20, I think that's 28. And that's why you people stop the ear. You don't want to hear the truth. All right. You want to be told comforting things. You want to be told lies. All right. Isaiah 28. Let me just get to the point. Isaiah 28 and 17. Judgment also will I lay to the lion, and righteousness to the plummet. And the hail shall sweep away the refuge of lies, and the water shall overflow the hiding place. And that's what water does. It gets on all the cracks, no matter how small those cracks or crevices is. All right, that water is going to fill every crack. All right, it's going to cover every inch. See, and obviously this truth is likened unto water. All All right, so the truth is out there. Everyone, all you people, your mama, your grandmamas, all you people have heard this truth. All right, and there's no cloak for your sin. All right, and hey, truth hurts, but hey, oh well. So with that being said, that's why at some point, like I said, the cat is out the bag. All right, the scriptures say, in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses. Right, you have the northern and the southern kingdom being the 2 witnesses, but you have a third witness, which is Esau himself. All these whistleblowers, Esau is telling on himself. So Esau, he's a third witness against himself. So Esau, he's going to have to make a move at some point. At some point, the devil's going to have to come down with great wrath. So in Revelation, Revelation 12 and 17, and the dragon was wroth with the woman, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of the Heavenly Father and have the testimony of Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach. So you see, and this is what it boils down to. All right, the elites on the right hand, the elites on the left hand versus the elites on the right hand. All right, all those that possess the testimony of Yahweh Bashim Shai, this truth. All right, because like I was saying earlier, in the process, all hell's breaking loose, chaos. You know, the lights go out, however it plays out. And during this process, this will be the time going back to that project Cypher. All right, because again, right now Esau he's collecting data. All right, you know he's collecting data, he's collecting information. So when he does make his move, hey, when like I said, in the midst of the chaos, Esau he's gonna make his move. Don't be surprised to those of us that believe, hey, you know, some of us are gonna be taken to these black sites, all right, to these concentration camps. And again, the whole idea of concentration camps, it doesn't sound so crazy after all, does it? All right. What's this? On 144, call all you about Shemal Shai, but the whole alligator Alcatraz. It was a fun and jokes in the beginning, but it's not it's not a joke no more, right? It's not funny no more. You know, FEMA is offering states federal they're offering states funding to build these concentration centers. It's not sounding so much like a conspiracy theory. No more is it? Nah, these so-called conspiracy theories, they turn out to be facts. You see, and America's about to be one big prison. All right, it's about to be one big concentration camp. Just wait on it. All right, and again, in the meantime, or in the process, when you know all hell's breaking loose, chaos, anarchy. All right, martial law is going to be declared. Believe it or not. All right, and during that process, hey, these elites, they're going to make their move. They're going to come against the men of the Lord, because like as it is read here in Revelation 12 and 17. All right, all those that possess the testimony of Yahweh Bashim Shai, because like the scriptures say, I'm gonna grab it real quick. In Thessalonians, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, which happened. All right, and that's why these elites, they're standing at the powers that be, like it says in Revelation 11. All right, they see the elect man of Israel waking up. What does that mean? It means their downfall. That's a part of that ensign, that banner, that token that I read in Isaiah 44, which I'm gonna go back to, Lord willing. All right, because they spend all type of resources to keep this information suppressed, but it's like a buoy, you know. No matter how much you try to push that buoy down, it's gonna come back up. All right, it's gonna come back up. You know, and that's likewise its truth. No matter how much you try to suppress it, eventually, hey, it's gonna come out. And again, the truth is out there. All right. So the elites, they're seeing all this. All right. Um, and that's why they're standing in fear. Like, how do these Negro, how are they waking up? How are they getting this information? Well, that's why it says, and that no man, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. So bear with me real quick. I'm gonna jump down to verse 8. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. So you see, who's the mouthpiece of Yahweh Shemashah? That's the men of the Lord. That's the prophets. All right. It said again, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. So this is what's been taking place. All right. Esau's been exposed. His skirt has been up. His skirt has been lifted. He's exposed. The cat is out the bag. All right. And shall destroy the brightness of his coming. So, you know, ultimately this thing of ours is only going to transfer from glory to glory, power to power. Eventually, Yahweh Shah is going to come. And that's why we egg it on. Like, you know, hurry up and do what y'all got to do already. All right? Hurry up and do what y'all got to do already. Because one thing is going to lead to another. Yahweh Shah is going to come back and get us out of here and shut all you shit talkers up, man. All right? Going to put all you shit talkers to shame. All right? So we look forward to it. You know, as of right now, hey, you people, you got it. You can talk shit. Y'all got it. Like I said, y'all ain't hurting our feelings. We're not losing sleep. All right? You people are just sticking your foot in your mouth and you don't even know it. You condemn yourself, you don't even know it. Talking about, oh, y'all been talking about that. Oh, y'all been, nothing never happened. 2012, right? Y'all been talking, all right. Because all you people, you slept on Yahweh Shema Shah. Well, hey, that's why the Lord's going to catch you people like a thief in the night. Going to catch you people slipping. So that's why, hey, we're on our watch. All right. Your lack of faith doesn't affect us. If anything, it increases our faith. All right. So back in Isaiah 44 and 26, that confirmeth the word of his servant. I'm sorry, verse 25. That frustrated the tokens of the liars, and maketh diviners mad, that turneth wise men backward, and maketh their knowledge foolish. So you see, man. All right. And again, because it said that frustrated the tokens of liars. You see, so again, Esau, the cat is out the bag. All right, he's exposed. All right, Esau's exposed. The so-called white man, start from the elites, man. The Juvenile 24s, the ones that you don't know about, because these guys, Trump, Bill Gates, they ain't nothing but puppets. All right, they're nothing but welfare babies. All right. Verse 26, it says that confirmeth the word of his servant. That confirmeth the word of his servant. So you see, all right, because we're only through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai speaking the word into existence. All right. So the Lord is confirming, hey, start from our apostles and bishops for years. All right. More and more we see the groundwork for the chip. All right. Martial law, concentration camps, all these things that we've been talking about, start from our apostles and elders. More and more is coming to pass. All right. It says, and performeth the counsel of his messengers, that saith to Jerusalem, thou shalt be inhabited, and to the cities of Judah ye shall be built, and I will raise up the decayed places thereof. So you see, more and more Yahweh Shema Shai's words coming to pass. And like I said, hey, regardless of how you people feel about it, the Lord doesn't give a damn. All right, because you people are expecting a so-called white man with long stringy hair and blue eyes to come back and save you, you dummies. All right, but Jesus is going into slavery, because Jesus is nothing but a man. He's an idol, and he's walking around on the earth right now, getting his bunker ready, because he sees his destruction coming. All right. They know the destruction is coming. That's why they have bunkers. Why do you think everyone's talking about bunkers, getting bunkers, building bunkers? Why do you think that is? Because they know the truth. All right. You know, and like we say here in Orlando, Great Millstone, Orlando, hey, in order to know the truth, or in order to teach lies, you got to know the truth. So these, at least they know the truth. That's why they're pushing so many lies. But again, the truth is out there. The truth is overwhelming the lies. So that's why Esau, he's going to have to make his move. He's going to have to make his move at some point. Sooner than soon. Lord willing, sooner than soon. All right? It's going to catch you people sleeping like a thief in the night, man. All right? And the hell with you. All right? Oh, you Christians, hey, Yahweh Shema Shai Shalak, Mashapatim to all you Christians. Shalak, Mashapatim to all you Muslims. All right? Shalak, Mashapatim to all you different, you Catholics. All right? You Baptists, Yahweh Shema Shai Shalak, Mashapatim to all you shit talkers, all you people that don't believe in Yahweh Shema Shai, all you wicked niggas, all you people are going to die in your sins. And good for you. All right? Good for you. You people deserve everything that you've got coming for you. And we can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. All right? You people are about to find out. All right? Yahweh Shema Shai is about to reintroduce himself. He's about to stamp, again, his fear, his reputation on the earth. Again. So the hell with the nigga named Jesus. Jesus is going into slavery. All right. But hey, with that being said, all right. Hey, Lord willing, this be the guy, man. Trump be the guy. All right. He's talking all type of talk, and he's walking that walk. He's talking that talk and walking that walk. And man, how about Shema shall continue to use him? Lord willing, this guy don't take his foot off the gas pedal. All right. So, Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect. All right. Because the hell with all you believers. Or it's like the hell with all you non-believers. Or you people talking shit. All right. This is only for the elect. All right. Yahweh Shema Shai. Brakathum. All right. All praises to Yahweh Shema Shai. Shalom until the next one.